Warren Gawiran, Section OL 22A45, Subject Evidence. Today, I'm going to recite the following. Number 1. What is burden of proof? Burden of proof, also called burden of persuasion or onus probandi, is a duty of a party to present evidence of the fact in issue necessary to establish his claim or defend the amount of evidence required by law. Number 2. What is burden of evidence? Burden of evidence, also called onus evidentiae, is the burden of going forward with evidence. Number 3, what is the difference between burden of proof and burden of evidence? Burden of proof never shift and it remains to the party upon whom it is imposed, while burden of evidence shifts from party to party depending upon the exigencies of evidence in the course of the trial. Number 4. What is meant by presumption? Presumption is a rule of law that stating a basic fact exists, another fact also exists. It is the inference as to the existence of a fact not actually in conjecture based on experience what curse human appear ordinary take. Number 5. What are the two classes of presumption? Presumption juris or presumption law. Is a, it is an inference as to the existence not actually know using its usual connection with another which is the no fact. Presumption humanis or presumption fact is a deduction which reason draw fact to prove without the exercising direction to the fact. Number 6. What are the basic class type of legal presumption? Letter A. Wherever a party can by his own declaration, act or omission intentionally and deliberately lead to another to believe true thing and to act upon such belief, he cannot in any litigation and to act of declaration, act or omission permitted to falsify it. B. The tenant cannot permitted the tenant is not permitted to deny his title and his landlord at the time of commencement of the relation of the relation of landlord and tenant between two of them is permitted between two of them, also known as estoppel against tenant. Number 7. Give at least 10 example of disputable presumption. Number 1. That a person is innocent of crime or wrong. Number 2. That an unlawful act was done in unlawful intent. Number 3. That a person intend his ordinary consequence in voluntary act. Number 4. That a person take ordinary care and his concern. Number 5. That evidence will fully suppress would be adverse it produced. Number 6. That a money can that a money paid by one to another was due to the latter. Number 6, that a thing delivered by one to another belong to the latter. Number 7, that an obligation delivered up to the debtor has been paid. Number 8, that a person acting in public office has been admitted or ejected to it. And number 9, that a person a person regularly that a person acting duty that a person duty has been regularly performed. Number 9, who can contest the legit legitimacy of a born child to his wife? Only the husband can claim the legitimacy of a child born to his wife. Number 10, what are the doctrine of rep ipsa liquidator? Rep ipsa liquidator, which literally means that a thing in a transaction speak for itself. Rep is the doctrine of style of demands refers to a failure or neglect for an unreasonable and unexplaining length of time to do which by exercising due diligence could or should done done earlier, thus given presumption that the party entitled to assert it whether has been whether has been abandoned or declined to assert it.